Hey everybody, it's Brad.
And I'm Christa.
With the Big Family Homestead, and today you guys have asked, many of you said, hey, what is it really like to be in that chaotic place?
Chaos.
Well, today we're going to show you. So I guess our day begins at a very morningly hour.
Very early, yes.
Morningly hour.
Okay, early for us is not early for a lot of you folks, but we set the schedule here on our farm.
Well, and that's one thing that's actually kind of cool because a lot of farmers, their day is determined by their cows, when their cows get milked. Not us. We've said, Macy, you will hold it. You will hold it.
We set the schedule for when she gets milked.
So, well, here we go.
Okay, so one of the many things we've learned about being in a self-reliant life, like the homesteading kind of vibe thing, is that you gotta be ready to expect any daggone thing and be willing to get off your tuchus and do it. Well, Mama's inside right now, milking the cow. But the kids told me the cow's busted one of the fences. Well, that's zero fun. But you know why? It's about 38 degrees. It's raining. And I'd rather be inside. But instead, I got pliers. And, well, homestead life.
All right, now, one of the things that I do actually in the mornings, Monday through Friday anyway, let me get that out of the way. Monday through Friday anyway, is I do a Bible devotion. We basically invite anybody to come along and we read some scripture. Right now we're currently in Romans and we pray for each other. So we read scripture, I do a little interpretation, just basic stuff, nothing crazy. We're not getting into the heated, theological debates. That's not what this is all about at all. But right now, we're in the book of Romans and got some notes there. And we do that Monday through Friday at Big Family Devotions. And that's 8:30 Central. So, yeah, there you go. That's every Monday through Friday. You did your speed drill? Mm-hmm. What is a speed drill?
So this is 6 because the 8 is a 6.
Yeah.
And when it's an 8, when it's a 6, it's an 8. And then when it's both of them, it's a 14.
Oh.
So that you have.
Are you adding and subtracting?
Yeah.
Okay, so you were speedy in your drill of adding and subtracting. All right, Caleb, so what book you got there? Aha, I had this one when I was a kid, didn't you, Mama?
Yes, I did.
I remember getting it from the library, and everyone would want to get it, so you had to be quick.
I think our school had a couple copies.
But you've never seen this book. Tell me about this story. This looks ridiculously awesome.
Recipe for a hippopotamus sandwich. A hippo sandwich is easy to make. All you do is simply take 1 slice of bread, 1 slice of cake, some mayonnaise, 1 onion ring, 1 hippopotamus, 1 piece of string, a dash of pepper. That ought to do it. And now comes the problem, biting into it.
A hippo sandwich.
Did pretty good reading that
cool.
with the hiccups.
Yeah.
All right, let's do our history, guys, okay? Lesson around again. Remember, what are we talking about today, guys?
Christopher Columbus.
We're talking about Christopher Columbus.
Well, that should be fun.
This should be interesting.
See what the history books teach.
And what's reality?
Good old Chris
Yeah.
Columbus.
So, 18. Yep. We'll probably do 19 as well. Since we're gonna do 19, lesson 19 as well, because Grace has an appointment, a dentist appointment over in Minneapolis tomorrow. So it should be fun.
All right, show me what you got there, because this has been pretty awesome.
This and this are only 2 of the countless painless books that there are out there. These were recommended to me by Heather over at Goin' Batty. She uses them for her son, and I am finding that these are a great fit. For some of you, algebra is easy. It's a breeze. It was never that way for me, and we're finding that it's not for Hope. So we are having to go slow with it, but that's okay.
That's part of the beauty of homeschooling.
That is the beauty of homeschooling. So this book goes through algebra. This is actually pre-algebra. They do have algebra. It goes through a concept at a time to help you understand each concept, and then it builds on that.
Builds on them, yeah.
Yes. So this is an absolutely phenomenal book.
Let's talk to the horse. And you know that they say about the horse, and you get it from the horse's mouth.
What?
So we'll get it from the horse's mouth.
So what do you think?
What do you think? Do you think it's been helping?
Yes.
You're so talkative.
She is so not.
Yes.
Talkative.
Oh, she's talkative when she's going after this one.
Oh my, yes. Yeah.
But you honestly think it's working?
Yeah.
Good.
She's understanding the concepts, and so we're taking a lesson at a time, and just going through it and making sure that she understands it, because we don't want to push her through like
they do at school.
But if you want to find it, there is a link down below. Check it out, because honestly, if your kids are struggling even with geometry,
if I'm struggling,
I'm understanding it, okay? And I've been through algebra, but this is fantastic. If your kids are struggling, this is a great way to help them out.
And Hope says,
yep.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
And it does, it's not just a reading book. It does have, you learn the concept, and then it gives you, they call them brain ticklers. So it gives you, 12 to 15 problems that you have to solve, which is great. And you know what? The answers are in the book. So that helps Mom.
That's how she knows.
No, she's been very good about not looking at the answers. So
good, because you got to learn the concept. Yep. Cool. All right. Well, there you go. Links down below.
Yep. I love this curriculum. This is just fantastic.
So, Good and the Beautiful.
Yep. This is year 2. We've done year 1 already.
All right. What do you think, Ruth?
You like it?
All right.
I like my book.
Okay, so I got the fence fixed. Fortunately, it was not as big of a deal as I had thought, and it was only like a 15-minute, just grab it, tie it back together, try not to get shocked in the weather, kind of a repair, not a big deal. But another thing that we got to do today is weather readiness. And this is something new. This is something new to my life, where you've got a solid 7-8-ish months of winter. And you guys think I'm kidding? It's no joke. It's already snowed a week and a half ago. And then again, it snowed twice before mid-October. So the winters here are not a joke. So battery maintenance on your equipment is one of those things that you just got to do. I mean, I got 2 ATVs right there. I got a tractor and another tractor just in this little area here. We've got other equipment and other cars and a van and stuff like that. But that's like $90, $120. And if you don't keep them on a charger, these things go stone cold dead. Like, you don't make it through the first winter. So battery maintenance, yay.
Something in the mail?
Something in the mail.
I actually don't remember ordering anything, do you?
Me neither. Oh, I know what it is.
What you got?
Essential oils.
Oh,
I had forgotten for our soap.
For our soap, yeah, it's about time to make some more soap.
Yep.
And, well, you're almost done, right? Then we can go have some fun outside. Okay, so at this point in the day, we'll take a break, or rather, I'll take a break from whatever kind of work we're doing. If it's outside work, then I come in and I need to basically check your comments on YouTube. I need to check emails, and I make sure that I do every single one. We may not respond to everyone, but we, either myself or Christa, reads absolutely every single comment that comes in, because we truly appreciate it, and we want to make sure that we're being, diligent in being good. I don't know, whatever this relationship would be, YouTube people. And so I'll generally pause for just a few minutes. I'll grab a record, like today. I think I'm going to go with a little bit of Sinatra, put the record on the record player, and spend about 20 minutes to a half hour just answering as many emails and comments as I can. So, well, let me get busy.
All right, so many of you know the struggle we have had over the last 10 years in feeding our daughter Grace. Well, we have come up with a solution, and it has been very successful for the last 2 years.
She eats through Gtube.
Sorry, forgot that.
Gotta let them know that.
Forgot that. Our daughter Grace, who is 16 years old, eats through Gtube, and we have been creating her food, and I think we've got it pretty darn close to perfect. Well,
and we work with doctors, and
yes.
We work with dietitians, so
Yes.
don't flip out
Don't
thinking,
flip out. No,
oh my gosh, we're just winging this. We're not.
Consulted with the professionals. So we're doing something a little different. Here's her recipe. We use Thrive Life ingredients, and then we mix it with yogurt and water kefir and moringa and our raw milk from our cow. So for her to be able to eat on the fly if we're out, she has to be prepared. She has to bring a cooler with some ready-made food. Well, I decided to get a few of these Mylar bags to keep in her backpack and some in my purse for those just in case things that we needed to keep a hold of. So that's what I'm doing. For each day of her food, or for each meal, I should say, not day, I use a half a cup of this powder that I've made up. And so I'm going to go ahead and put it, and I need a funnel. Be right back.
Which is, she gets all kinds of stuff. She gets bananas, apples, zucchini, kale, spinach, cranberries, sweet potatoes, refried beans, oats, tomato powder, egg powder, and also moringa is in that, and also water kefir, and also the raw milk, and also, oh shoot, there's one other one I'm thinking. Yeah, yogurt. Yeah. So in addition to all this, it's like she's eating better than we could ever eat.
Yes, she really is. So I take a half a cup of this, and I'm going to go ahead and just put it into this Mylar bag.
For to go.
Just to go, yeah, it's just going to be a to go thing. I'm going to press out as much air as I can, and then I'll seal it.
Let's take a look. Yeah, we can, and basically by sealing that, this is going to prolong the life of this stuff for a long time. Yeah. And actually, you know what, Mama, if we wanted to, we could put oxygen absorbers in there.
I could.
And then it would last probably years.
This will just be, the stuff that we keep in our go bags.
Just for
just for
a few months.
Stuff, yeah. So this is the easiest way I've found to seal these Mylar bags is a hair straightener. And this one is one of the really inexpensive ones and doesn't work to actually straighten girls' hair.
No, but you know what? How I figured out what I use it for? I was the one that gave you the idea.
Yeah.
And the reason why was the girls leave their hair straighteners in where we get ready for church. And I was looking at my wrinkled shirt, and I was like, I don't want to bring out the iron and the ironing board and everything. Yeah. So this was perfect to iron my collar on my wrinkled shirt.
Done. Look at that. This is sealed. This will stay good for, I'm sure, several months or longer. I'm not an expert on that.
We should put O2 absorbers in there.
We will for our longer storage ones.
Yeah.
But for our, purse or
But that's
her
a whole
backpack,
meal.
That's one whole meal for her.
That's a whole meal, guys.
Yep.
And she's eating better than we are. And if you look at this and you go, oh my gosh, that doesn't look like very much.
Right.
You got to consider that this is freeze-dried food. And so that said, how much water gets sucked out of that.
Yeah, exactly.
Tons and tons of water get moved out. So for you to say, oh my gosh, that's not a lot of food, it would normally be a pile.
It would be a humongous pile. A half a cup of pure, not pureed,
Freeze-dried.
ground up freeze-dried food is a lot. It would be a humongous plateful.
So, all right, yet another thing on the schedule today. How many do you plan on making?
Oh, I was probably going to make a dozen or so. Not too terribly many.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
There's some weight to that.
Yes, yeah.
Well, and back to what Nana's doing, because Nana is doing what Nana does best.
Leave hair on the floor?
Oh, yeah. Caleb, did you do your chore today?
No, not yet.
Well, why don't you go ahead and do that, brother? I think most of this is your fault, Nana. I really do. Look at that. And why the heck? Hey, can you answer me a question, doggy? Why is it that you're shedding in the winter? Why would you shed in the winter? Caleb, why would she shed in the winter?
I don't know. I'm not a dog expert.
And Hope's having fun too, aren't you, Hope? Oh, come on. Don't you love doing chore time?
No.
Well, I'm glad that you're doing it with a smile on your face. This is gonna be awesome. A little unexpected, something. Okay, question. If anybody out there needs just a slightly used, possibly in need of, serious repair treadmill, give me a ring-a-ding. Email. Okay, Mama, so you see these shelves that we got a long time ago, they just exactly fit. And with this roof sagging and us having to continually brace it, I thought this is perfect. I mean, look at that. I mean, they're not the sturdiest of all pieces of metal, but I figure they'll help.
Right.
The only issue is there's supposed to be hardware that goes with these things to hold them in. I didn't take them apart.
No, I didn't either. Prep Starter Bob had taken them apart and brought them to us. I will have to do some searching.
Let's look, because this would be a great way. Give us a little extra storage and maybe a little more security.
Yeah.
Okay, with just a little bit of convincing, I got a couple of these shelves put together, and they are wedged in there nice and tight. And while I don't think that they're gonna, stop if all of a sudden there was a big collapse issue with too much snow and the beams breaking, I don't think it's gonna stop anything, but it might help, fingers crossed, kind of hoping. And besides, we got some other shelves, so that's kind of cool. Let's take a quick moment to see what Mama's up to. Where's your babies? Where's your babies? Let's see. There's one. Oops, sorry, didn't mean to push you around. Two. Yep. We got three. Yeah, they're just stuck together. Aren't you just a proud mama? Doing a good job. Hey. Think we ought to, you think we ought to, oh, you're just all up in the camera. Think we ought to warm these guys up a little bit? Are you good? You good at it? All right. Happy mama. Happy babies. Everybody's good? I'll leave you be. I almost dumped over oh, look at that. The camera's all, no. Here we go. Wow. I'm kicking things. So, me and the crew, well, Hope, she mostly did this stack right here. Hope did that pretty much on her own.
Nice pose.
But everybody's working. We're all moving wood. We're all putting stuff together and doing stuff. And so today it's kind of like, would you guys say it's like a regular day?
Sort of.
Sort of.
Well, it's not every day you get to move wood.
Not a privilege.
Okay, so I wasn't expecting that answer. I think the point, Caleb, might be that we're just trying to get ready for winter.
Yeah.
Yeah?
I'm just saying.
What does that mean?
It means.
It means the end of the video. Jeez, oh, Peach, man. All right, well, I'm Brad, and everybody on 3. What are your names? So 1, 2, 3, go.
Yes.
That's it. So you guys got it all, right? We're from the Big Family Homestead. You have an amazing and blessed day.